There's a verse in Romans that probably gets overlooked by most saints because we're guilty of it. Well, we do that. We overlook things we're guilty of. We don't want to be reminded. Many times in the Lord's work, we think that the only business of the Lord is preaching, teaching, being a missionary, and such. If only that were true, how much easier would the work of the Lord be if it just took up preaching, teaching, and being a missionary? In 2 Kings chapter 12 and verse 5, we read, "Let the priest take it to them, every man of his acquaintance, and let them repair the breaches of the house, wheresoever any breach shall be found." That is, much as it was the priest's job to take care of the spiritual part of the work, they saw to the fact that somebody knew that there was a breach in the house of the Lord that needed to be taken care of. I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't know. We came here in 1976, and we didn't even have a building. We met in the house up the street, 2 blocks, which belonged to my mom. And over the years, the Lord has added a piece of property here and a piece of property there and a piece of property here. The thing about it is the more the Lord adds, the more responsibility that you have. And so my devotion night is aimed at the fact that there's responsibilities we have. And somewhere somebody has to take up the mantle and say, okay, let's get this job done. Probably should have an amen right there, but I'm not sure. We repair the breaches of the house. I think we have often been dutiful at the spiritual part, but not so much in the physical part. Okay, I wrote this in here. Could I get an amen? I'm not picking on anybody, or I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just as guilty as the next person. When I first come here, my wife can tell you when we first come here, this is all there was this auditorium, that's all. And then there was the additional part there. And we made one little room for a toilet, and we put one of those travel toilets in there. And we had a little boy who liked to stuff toilet paper in the back part of it. But anyways, it was. Cleaning it out was even more fun. I do remember it. And I think that little boy's name, if I remember right, was Russ Hall, if I remember right. Oh.
Not that old.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I am.
But I spent many a night, probably till 1 o'clock in the morning, working on the building. And I had a job. I had to work 5 days a week. So I'm not asking you to do anything I haven't done. I've done it. And I'm not complaining. I'm saying it can be done. You just sometimes have to cut out some part of your day and say, okay, this day I'm going over for an hour. Even if it's an hour, you're going to do something to help out. Clean the church, paint the pews, whatever you're going to do. And but let's not forget that while the missions is important and while the reaching the lost is important, paying the bills is important. Mowing the grass is important. See, the thing of it is that we're a testimony sometimes to the community, not with our personal fleshly body, but sometimes the building that we have. So we have to be careful that we carry out what God gives us to do. Amen? So the ministry is not about one person, it's about a congregation. But this isn't about 1 or 2 people here. This is about all of us. This is a congregation. That's how we work. That's how we get things done. Let's not forget that while missions are important, paying the bills is important, mowing the grass is important, sweeping the floors are important. I don't know about you, but I appreciate it when I come here Sunday morning and I see the carpet swept and books picked up and the paper. I appreciate whoever does it, the cleaning people. I appreciate that. Don't think that you're taken for granted if nobody says anything. A few thoughts I hope will spur us all onto the things of God, and then we can help get those things done. All right? All right? Two people here, so. All right. Lady who